So what's up, guys? My name is Carlos Barksdale. I'm starting a vlog to really just document, I guess, the life and times of myself and my friends, and just kind of what happens in New York City when you're like young and black and trying to be successful. And I do mean trying. So yeah, I feel like, living in New York City the past really 8 years after going to Columbia has been kind of like a really dope experience. And having graduated and stayed here, Birdman Rub, you hear me? It's life is crazy, and I'm at a point in my life where I'm doing a lot, including starting my own company, navigating the New York City ecosystem as a bougie black, and like kind of step into that realm. So I'll show you guys some of that as well. And then just like kind of like the random adventures that comes along with just being in New York, of just like being young, figuring out people, figuring out things, figuring out yourself, for real. And I feel like, we do so much cool stuff in the city that, it should be documented. Somebody should see this, and who better than me? So, people are gonna hate that line. But so, this is episode number 1. So, like I said, New York is where I live right now, but Memphis, Tennessee is home. So the first episode of this podcast, of this vlog, you hear me? But if you want to see me on a podcast, just hit me up. The first episode of this vlog is going to take us to my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. I'm actually going back, and it's a very symbolic time for me because my aunt, who I look up to a lot and who like kind of showed me the ropes when she was in high school, when I was a kid, is pregnant with her first child. So she's having a boy, Gerald the fourth, who was his dad, obviously my uncle. So it's always good to go back home to Memphis, man, and just kind of remind myself of where I come from, see the family, get put back in line by my parents as usual, see my little brother, my little sister, my grandparents, everybody, but this time is even more special because we have a new addition to the family, and we haven't had one in so long. So I'm really excited. This little dude is gonna be like the coolest, most swaggest, most hooping, like just waved out young bull in Memphis, you know what I'm saying? So I can't wait for him to come. So I want y'all to see my city, see my people, see my friends, see my family a little bit. And then, we're gonna come back to New York, and we have, a very lit situation planned for the New York contingent.
What's up, Ray Ray? I know you got a mom up there. I know you got them double dip pants.
Shay, let me see that stomach real quick. Goodness gracious.
Can you Google it?
Nah, she said don't Google. No Google. Just take a wild guess.
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
No cheating. Look at your own paper. We got some teachers in the house, so y'all know what I'm talking about.
Thank you all. Jackie, Frida, Mr. and Mrs. Riley, thank you all. Would you like to say something, please? Thank you. Come on. And Frida, come on up. Frida, I'm sorry. Yeah, you. These are the grandmothers, and I thank them all for being here. And the granddaddy, stand up, Mr. Riley. Mrs. Riley.
Granddaddy.
Jackie, stand up. Now, would you like to say something? I know you did.
Thank you all coming to celebrate this. It's really, truly a blessing. As you all know, I'm an only child, and I've been waiting for a very long time for my first grandchild. So, thank you, Gerald and Shay. Thank you all for coming to this celebration.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming. I appreciate it. The joy that a grandchild, Giles is my first grandchild, but the joy that brings is it's just phenomenal. Great feeling. Babysitting. But the joy in that is giving it back. So thank you very much.
I just want it to be like, I just want it to sound amazing, bro. I just want it to be like, and just, you know, to have the music come out right, and then people just be like, who the fuck is this? It sounds amazing, right? It's like yay level shit. It's like, and the thing about that, right, is that when I look at other people's music, when I look at like, I listen to a song, right, and I listen to like how complex it is, right? You can have complex songs that sound good, you can have simple songs that sound good. But
Yeah.
at the same time, right, it's the organization of those sounds that create the vibe. It creates this, it's organization of those individual sounds that creates the overall sound and creates a track. And then the patterns within that sound, you know, then determines our ability or our propensity towards that track, right? So
Yeah.
if it's, because that's all it is patterns, musical patterns, right? We love hip hop. Hip hop is a certain type of pattern in the music.
Yeah.
Somebody that loves country, has a certain type of pattern in the music, they might not like it. So like, I know the patterns, bro. I know the stuff that I want to do, and I just want to like, I want to create the most banging music ever, bro. Like, start a new fucking genre and just like have people just like love music, bro. Like I listen to music all the time, and I just get this amazing feeling of just like satisfaction and like.
I know what you mean.
Yes, you get it, right? Like you feel music, like
Yeah.
it's a vibe when you feel a good track, bro. And I want to create that, like again and again and again and again, consistent. And like when you talk about having influence, right? My entire life, like I just want to have influence, right? I can do it through software, I can do it through any type of avenues, but like I'm doing it through tech right now. But eventually, right, if I can do it through music, that's one of the easiest way to influence like huge swaths of people. Because you can make a track that's accepted by not only black people, white people, Hispanics, like people from all walks of life. So it's like, that's one way. Software can touch people, but people have to use software. You don't use music, you hear music, you experience music. Like, you don't want to hear this song, but I'm gonna play it, and you go hear it. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's intrusive in that way, but at the same time, like, there's been a time where you didn't expect to hear a song, but you heard that song and you were immediately just taken by it. You were just like, what's playing right now?
Yeah.
You were just taken by it, bro. Like, I
It
see
makes you feel something.
Yes, bro. I see people like Kanye, bro. I see people like Rick Ross. Like, I see like the producers, Zaytoven, Metro Boomin, right? The people that are actually the originators of the sound. You have a layer of people that are literally replicating what the originators are doing, right? You have very few producers that are actually producing original content. Those are the ones that I actually gravitate towards. Then you have this huge layer and growing layer of people that are literally creating derivative sounds off of these people, right? It sounds great. They took Zaytoven's keys, right? They took Pierre's drums, right? They took this dude's syncopation, right? And they created their own sound. But it sounds derivative because you can hear other people's shit in it, right? When you hear a Kanye track, you don't hear anybody else in that track. You don't, because you hear Kanye, bro. So it's like, I'm all about a good challenge, bro, and I'm all about influence, and like, creating music like that would be the best place to like have influence, but also like create a challenge, because if I want to reach a billion people, bro, I'd have to make the most amazing song.